Do you ever feel like you have so much within you that's not being realized? Do you sense the possibility of a profound existential freedom? You know the concept exists, but you don't feel it in your life? The good news is that profound freedom does exist, and it is available to every one of us. In this video, we are going to go through the step-by-step process you can implement to experience this freedom in your life. We're going to break this process down into 3 stages. In the first stage, we'll develop a clear understanding of the true nature of personal freedom and how it works. This will give us a foundation for making it happen. The next stage will be translating that understanding of freedom to you and to your personal circumstances and experience. Then, the third and final stage, paving your own personal pathway towards profound existential freedom. If this sounds good to you, please tap the like button below the video to help it reach more people. So, what is true personal freedom? That deep, fulfilling feeling we all envision. How does it work? Many of the most viral videos on social media have been of animals being set free and running off into the wild. These videos don't need background or context to go viral. No one needs any explanation why an animal running off into the wild is so deeply beautiful, because we feel it in our gut. We understand it instinctively. As that animal runs off into the wild, it is returning to its true home, to the wild where it belongs. Most of us probably don't think about the difficulty and danger the animal in the video is about to face. Life out in the wild is very difficult and very dangerous. Finding food and water can be hard, there isn't much shelter from the elements, and sooner or later almost every animal becomes another animal's breakfast. But for some reason, even if we do stop and think about the difficulty and danger the animal is about to face, it still doesn't make the video any less beautiful. It doesn't make us any less excited for the animal running off into the wild. Because we understand in our bones that as difficult and dangerous as it will be for that animal out in the wild is where it belongs. And that difficulty and danger are the life it was designed to live. It's specifically out in the difficult, dangerous wild that animal is living true to its nature. And that is where it is truly free. This is the fundamental truth of personal freedom. Living true to one's nature is the soul of true freedom. It may not always be easy. It may require real effort and hard work. But living true to our true nature is the key to that deep, fulfilling freedom we all crave. So how does this translate to you? How does it translate to your personal experience and circumstances so that you can discover the pathway to your own individual true personal freedom? It boils down to one question. What is your true nature? What life were you created to live? Answering this question will put you on the pathway toward the deepest and most rewarding freedom imaginable. Here's some direction to get you started. You have a body and a soul that were formed and brought together to become you, because the world needs something that only you can give. You are here to make the world warmer and brighter, to fill the universe with divinity. That's true, but so are the rest of us. What made the Creator decide that you need to exist? That your body and your soul needed to come together for the world to be complete? This is where you'll find the key to true freedom, where your true nature and your purpose come together. Your soul is as unique as your body. The divinity within you is one of a kind, just like your body is. And when your one-of-a-kind body and your one-of-a-kind soul came together, the result was a miracle unlike anything else that has ever existed. You. We are all here to fill the universe with divinity, and we all follow the same guidelines in the Torah to make that happen. But you are the only one who can follow those guidelines with your personality, with your perspective and thoughts and feelings. And when you do, you bring a special flavor of magic into the world that no one else in history has ever been able to offer. For animals that belong in the wild, there is nothing more profoundly beautiful than running off into a life of difficulty and danger in the wild, because that is where they belong. That is where they are truly free, living true to their nature. The same exact thing is true for you and me. There is nothing more beautiful than living the life we were created to live. As challenging and demanding as it may be, there is no greater freedom than living true to our true nature. Pesach, aka Passover, is the festival of freedom, a time that's alive with the spirit of freedom. It's the perfect time to ask ourselves, what does true freedom mean for me? What does living true to my true nature really look like? What life were you created to live? What were you created to experience and achieve? And then, the final and most important question of all, what do you have within you that's not being realized? And what is it that's holding you back from realizing your potential and living true to your real nature? With the spirit of freedom in the air, this is an opportune time to come up with a practical pathway towards overcoming those barriers and to take concrete steps towards living true to your nature, realizing everything you have inside of you and filling the world with your own unique flavor of divine magic. For a brief, deep insight into the reality of self-mastery from the Pesach story, click here. To support production of these videos with a tax-deductible contribution, click here.